Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm your friendly neighborhood crypto computer guy. This is day 31 of the pandemic. I believe we're all getting a little bit stir crazy, but some more than others. Now, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. In the UK, we have a 5G tower being burnt down. But why? Who would want to burn down a cellular tower? It certainly couldn't be someone with a cellular phone, could it? Actually, things are really heating up online and in people's heads when it comes to the 5G. David Icke recently made a comment that made people think that he said that 5G creates the coronavirus. Seems to be what he was trying to get at was that all cellular waves are bad for you. And if you are around a cell tower, especially if you're around this 5G tower, that your nuts are gonna explode and your wiener's gonna fly off. But actually, what he definitely meant was if you are around a cell tower, your immune system is going to be compromised. Not that the cell towers create COVID-9, just that they create a situation where your body might not be able to fight it. And a lot of people agree, and a lot of people disagree. Unfortunately, the information, the science is still kind of out. And not only that, but the science seems to be somewhat hidden, somewhat skewed, somewhat misunderstood by many people. So, one of the great nuances in life is that some of the things that are best for us can also hurt us. Like fire. If we don't use it properly, it'll hurt us. And peanut butter. If we give peanut butter to the wrong people, it will kill them. Also, medication. If you give the wrong medication to the wrong person, it's not going to be too good. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. So, let's face it, 5G is not going to make your wiener fly off. It's also not exactly good for you. Wireless rays, wireless radiation, electromagnetic fields. These things are not inherently good for you. And some people will definitely run into an issue with it, but not all of us. Now, we get a lot of individuals who will look at situations like this and say, well, if it's going to kill me, that's taking away my personal freedom, so you shouldn't be able to use that. Now, try telling that to a gun owner, that you can't use a gun because you might kill me. Well, the gun owner also has his personal freedom and he gets to keep his gun, just like people with Wi-Fi routers. Bringing me to Wi-Fi routers. You get 5G and you get 5GHZ for your local Wi-Fi router. There's people burning down these cell phone towers that go home to 5GHZ modems, which are, ladies and gentlemen, once again, bad for you. So if you're the type of person who's going around burning down cell phone towers, I hope you're also the type of person who not only does not use a cell phone, because then they would be paying into the system that's apparently killing everybody, but you should also not have Wi-Fi when you go home. Ladies and gentlemen, death sucks. You know what sucks more than death? Personal responsibility. But we still gotta do, there's just some stuff we still gotta do. So if we're going out there, if we're burning down cell phone towers, what we also need to do is stop using our bloody cell phones. Don't be using an Apple, don't be using an Android, don't even be using a flip phone. If you seriously think that these things can hurt you and kill you, you shouldn't be using cellular technology. You shouldn't have a Wi-Fi router when you get home. You shouldn't even listen to FM radio, and you shouldn't even be watching over-the-air transmissions. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the 5G, even the 4G frequency was used by over-the-air, free over-the-air television. While we weren't looking, but we weren't worried about that because we all got to get worried. We all got to tune into our conspiracy theories. We all got to buy David Icke's book, and we all have to buy Alex Jones's supplements. And that seems to be what everyone's more worried about. Nobody's worried about the fact that 5G used to exist before in other names with other uses. Everyone's just interested in the viewership and the selling of the books and the viewing of the YouTubes and the purchasing of Alex Jones's stuff. Now that I got that personal responsibility BS and don't be stupid rant out, let's take a look at 5G. Let's face it, do we need 5G? I really don't think we need 5G. They like to press the idea that 5G is going to help farmers, but with the range that 5G gets, I don't see that being a thing. I think 4G will help them out just fine. The Internet of Things is out, all these little things communicating over a network, and it sounds like it's going to be cellular. I don't get why it would be cellular, because if you had a bunch of little things connected to a network, I would expect that network to be local, Wi-Fi, not cellular. So seriously, what's up with this love of everything cellular? For the last year or two, I've been hearing everyone's pushing 5G phones, but there's no actual place to get 5G. In this situation now, yeah, we have 5G for your entertainment, but once again, do we need it? There definitely is extra electromagnetic radiation going down, and even before cell phone towers were a thing, it was also a thing to know that if you were living directly under high power lines, that it probably wasn't good for you, and it was probably giving you some issues. I talked to a carded electrician who, the individual at the school that trained him, flat out said if you live under high power electricity cables, then you're more likely to get cancer. It's just the way it is. But the thing is that this helps us so much. This technology helps us so much that it's worth the lives of the few that get killed for it. It's not exactly Disney. It's not exactly a Disney idea to think that to go forward we need to lose a few people, unfortunately. But life, history, is a bit of a bloodbath. And if you think any way else, then you might be forward thinking, but you're not really looking too much about history and the way things actually go. Sometimes you gotta break a few eggs and it really sucks. But do we need to break a few eggs? Do we need 5G? I'm telling you straight up, farmers do not need 5G. If you're in the city, you know what? Maybe. If you're in a particular city where it's so dense, you need more people to connect to 5G and go faster, then maybe. But most of these people should be using Wi-Fi unless they're out and moving. Now, if you're inside, then 5G doesn't really affect you. That's right. If you are inside, 5G doesn't really affect you, because the way the waves work is that they have a really hard time penetrating glass or walls. You'll notice the same thing if you plug in your 5 gigahertz router. Now, the 5 gigahertz router will also have a 2.4 gigahertz option. And the thing is, 2.5 will make it through a wall or through a door a lot better than the 5 gigahertz will. And that's basically the same thing going on here. And I've heard that it's the same thing going from Wi-Fi N to G. G will go farther. N will go faster. It's just the way she goes. But anyways, if you would like to add something, if you think I missed something, please leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff. Always appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of each other. And have a good one. Catch us later.